Well, good morning. Today we're doing a little bit more on the truck. There's always something to get ready. And we have a swivel seat, which we're going to put in. So we've already taken the first step and removed the seat and unplugged the seat belt sensor. And then we're ready to start assembling. Well, here we are again. We've like most things we do that we haven't done before, we run into a snag. One of the issues here is we have a connector that has to go through this hole, and of course you can see the connector is much bigger than the hole. And so we have on order a tool to pull all of these pins out. And the other thing that we've been warned about is the seat pan is sheet metal. It's welded up. Ford's not real careful about aligning things that are welded up. And so this riv nut here is a little bit offset. So we've been working on the mounting holes and elongating the hole so that the bolt will fit. So there's two things going on here, and I've ordered a tool to take the electrical connector apart. It's not that much different than the computer ones I used to work on many years ago. So I am confident that I can get that done. But the tools will be here on Friday, so we're going to eat a little lunch and put the seat back together again the way it was, and we'll tackle this again on the weekend. So we'll see you then. Well, good morning. We're at the swivel seat installation take 2. We're still working on elongating the one hole that doesn't match to get the screws in correctly, and we have to take off the electrical connector. So we finally bought this little tool that came in our order yesterday, and so we're ready to start. So first thing is to take off the seat, which we're going to take these screws out. They're not reused, and these screws will not be reused. And we have the 2 screws in the back, and we have to bend this bracket down a little bit to clear the swivel. And so we'll get started on that, and we'll see how it goes today. And we'll have to release all those wires on the connector and try to get them back in the same holes and not break anything in the process. So we'll be back to show progress in just a few. So the bolts are out, and now it's time to get the seat off. Out of the way. So we've rigged a setup here to see if we can't end up bending this without bending the seat pan. That's kind of gonna work. Nope. And that may be enough, may not be. We'll give it another go. Well, Well, not sure if we got that bracket bent, but we've got the holes out so they'll fit. And the next thing to do is to take this electrical connector apart so we can get the wires through the center hole on the swivel. There we go. And so we need to keep track of all these wires. And we'll just take some pictures and then we'll have at it. Well, here we are on day 4 of learning how to deal with the truck electrics. Finally found a YouTube video that explained how these amphenol connectors work, and voila, we've figured out how to get the pins out. Turns out the lock is on the housing, not on the pin, and so you can just grab a hold of this and bend it out, and you hear it click, and there it comes. So we'll go ahead and take care of the rest of these. And there we have it. All the wires out. Now we have to get those through the seat post, get the seat off, get the swivel on, get the wires through the swivel, and then put it all back together. So here we are. Progress. We got the wires through. Of course, we put the tape and shrink tubing on a little bit late. I think I blew the fuse for the power seat, but since we don't have a power seat, that's not a problem. And we have the child seat hold down. Had to bend that as best we could. Took a lot of heavy tools, clamps, and grunting. And we have to put the power connector back together, and then we can put the seat back on. So we'll see you in a little bit and hopefully test it out. And there we go. Have all of the little keepers back in, and at least the wires that count in the right place, hopefully. And next we put the seat on and bolt it down. So here we are. Has the seat in place, and we're gonna do the turnaround here. Seat up, release, and turn. And there we are. If the seat turned around. Oh, what a job. But it's done. And I think that's one of the last things to get done before we pack up to head out. And this is going to make it kind of a nice living space. So, let me turn it back around again.